Hi, welcome to Mary Ann's Alaska Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some in-the-house smash burgers. They're so good, and it's all about technique. It's not about the ingredients. Smash burgers are good because of the technique, so I'm going to show you that. So let's get cooking. So I'm going to start by just putting in some frozen fries into my air fryer to go with the burgers. And I'm going to start those. Give them 9 minutes. And then the smash burger technique, this is the whole thing. It's all about this. You're taking your meat and you're loosening it. And this is why smash burgers are so tender, is because of this technique. I'm going to put a little bit of sausage in with my hamburger, but you can do it with just hamburger. I'm going to loosen it up. And this is the magic here, is loosening up this meat. So if you make a hamburger in the traditional way and you are just smashing that hamburger down like most people are used to doing, like smash, 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 smash in your hand, they're not going to be tender. They're going to be not tough, but they're not going to be the tender, delicious thing that a smash burger is. So you just loosen this meat up, and I'm blending in that sausage as I'm loosening it, and then you make very lightly formed patties. And what I mean by a patty is a ball. So I'm just going to make very loosely formed balls. I'm going to make 4 smash burgers out of this. And you be very careful to not press hard. You just want this very loosely packed. And you'll be amazed at the difference it makes from making a burger that you've squished with your hands as opposed to just loosening it up like this. So our patties are ready. I'm going to get out my cast iron pan and get it heated up, and we'll move on to step 2. So the only other ingredients that I'm going to put in this is I'm going to season this with some Lipton Beefy onion soup mix. You can use the regular onion soup mix or any seasoning you like. Just salt, pepper, and garlic would be fine, but this makes them super savory. And then some velveeta slices. And I'm a cheese snob, but this is the only cheese to use on these smash burgers. So that's it. It's so simple. We're gonna get these cooking. So I highly recommend you using a cast iron. Cast irons are perfect for making steaks or any kind of meat. You get a really good sear with it, and it conducts heat the best. So if you don't have a cast iron, a nonstick will be fine, but if you do have a cast iron, please use it because it will make the best result. So while I'm waiting for my cast iron to heat up, I'm going to make the sauce for it, and this is really great sauce. Of course, you can use traditional ketchup and mayo and mustard and just do that, but this sauce is great. So I'm going to put about 1/2 cup of mayonnaise in here, about 2 tablespoons of dill relish or 2 tablespoons of chopped pickles, about 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. And that's all there is to it. It's very simple. and so good on the smash burgers. It's just delicious. And the next thing I'm going to do is toast some buns. My husband and I like ours toasted, and our kids do not. So I'm going to make 2 toasted buns and then 2 not. So our cast iron is smoking a little bit. That tells me it's ready. I'm going to grab these loosely formed balls, pop them in. Make sure not to press too hard on these. You want them loose. And then here comes the smashing part. Just take a spatula. If you're doing this on the griddle, use one of those presses, but this will do it. And you just press down. Push in the sides because these are loosely packed. And our burgers are smashed. Then I'm going to put on some of that beefy onion soup for our seasoning. It only goes on one side, so it's going to go on this side, and then when we flip it, this will caramelize, and the flavor is fantastic. And that's perfect. And then you're going to watch these as soon as they come up about halfway and you can see they're browned, it's time to flip them. Now I've just buttered these and I'm going to put them on my griddle part of my stove. And I'll do this with the other one and then leave the other ones the way they are. As you can see, these are about halfway up. I'm going to flip them now. And look at that sear. That is some beautiful sear. It's just perfect. Don't press down on them. Just flip them, or you'll lose that tender thing that you're going for. And now that I've got these flipped and they're seared on one side, I'm gonna top each one with some of this Velveeta cheese. American cheese is the same, so American cheese is great. And the reason you want to use this is it just melts perfectly. That's why all the restaurants that make burgers use this. And by the time they're cooked on the other side, that cheese will be melted. So they are done. The cheese is melty. Gorgeous. And they taste 1,000 times even better than they look. Some of that shredded lettuce on there. I can already feel how tender they are. They're like going to be amazing. So we're digging in. So tender. And the sear on them is perfect. Awesome. Please try this recipe. Hit like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you like what you're seeing, leave me a comment. We'll see you next time.